Anshad Dabao. Just a brief while back, we guys were talking about some sort of a glitch and things coming to a halt. But what's come to a halt is actually the match happening in Manchester.
Fourth Ashes Test, day 4. It is stumps. Rain has totally ruined day 4 today. As per the predictions, which turned out to be spot on, 90% chances of rain, which was predicted for Manchester.
Yeah.
Wait, who's 1 minute. So at this point, Australia still have one more day to believe that they can retain the Ashes because day 5, it's absolutely apocalyptic.
It's a 100% chance of rain.
100% chances of rain. And that is the reason why this knock today by Marnus Labuschagne, second overseas stun in his career. One, he got it against Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
And the other that he's now gotten here at Old Trafford might actually go a long way in ensuring that the urn stays with the Aussies
That
for
one
2
also,
years.
Siddharth, correct me if I'm wrong, what was it? 123, how much did he get in Sri Lanka?
104.
104. Now the common thing, in fact, and that was something I heard in the comms as well, 104 over there and about 111 right here today. The one thing with Labuschagne you wonder is when will he start converting it into bigger scores?
I mean, he
And
does
it's
have a double ton.
In
He
Australia.
does.
Yeah,
He
all
does.
in
But
Australia.
exactly. But when playing overseas, firstly, of course, these hundreds have been far and few between for him. But second of all, even once he's getting to these landmarks, it is time, and he's got those games under his belt now, and he is, let's say,
Season campaigner.
he's a
if not
seasoned campaigner.
experienced.
He is, let's say, one of those who loves playing this format as well. So once he gets to these positions, you believe that, it is time now. And he's seasoned that way, as Shane says, that he's got to be converting them. He's no longer, let's say, the new kid on the block, let's say.
Yeah, and if you look at it against England, he got his first 100 in that ping ball test. Out for 103.
Yeah.
Here, out for 111. And both innings, the common thing was that dropped chances. He, of all people, Joss Butler in Adelaide took a spectacular couple of catches, but he dropped an absolute sitter of Labuschagne. And he went on to make 100. Here, I think, the most dangerous bowler today on day 4 in overcast conditions
Joe Root.
was not James Anderson, was not Mark Wood.
No,
it
not even
was
Stuart
Joe
Broad.
Root.
It was Joe Root.
Joe Root.
Joe Root nearly got him with an outswinger. Bowled with,
And that time he was on 93.
Yep.
Went for a boundary, he went to 97.
He got 2 sixes. I mean, he had 2 clean sixes. One of Root and one, I think, of Broad, if I'm not
No, I think both were of Root.
Of Root?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so he hit 2 of Root. But that one outswinger nearly got him that wicket.
Oh, yeah. That was
And
a ripper.
Root was unlucky to not get Mitchell Marsh because at short leg towards the fag end he was
There was fingertips. Yeah, there was the fielder there did get some fingers in
So
it.
59 overs were scheduled to be bowled today, and I think only about 1/3 was bowled. And in that period, Australia have reduced the deficit to 64. Now, day 5. Let's now move to 61. Supposing if the rain washes out one
61
session.
what?
61 runs they trailed.
Okay.
They had 214. The lead that England had was 275.
Yeah.
They played ultimate baseball. 5 runs and over. You couldn't have asked for anything better. That's why England still had a buffer, if you may look at it.
A glimmer of a hope that they could force the result, let's say.
But
now,
I mean, supposing, now remember, they have batting. Australia have batting. They have got Green and you may say Mitch Marsh batting, but they also have Alex Carey. They also have Pat Cummins and Mitchell Stark who can
actually contribute valuable runs at that stage of the innings. Absolutely.
Now, supposing, you only get 1.5 sessions. Australia, say, get a lead of about 100, 120. Or Aditya Kavlekar, our family member, he had said 129. And you only have 13 to 12 overs to chase it in. That would be...
But getting a lead of 120 would require them to score 180 runs.
Yeah. And remember, I'm saying one session was your 2 sessions. And remember, England, you can extend the second session to extend the final session by 1 hour. Can happen. Can happen. Green and Marsh, I mean, it's not beyond Green and Marsh to either play doggedly or score big. they can do both. So 180 runs and you're left with just 12 overs. 129 is the target. England will have to now play baseball next level.
They'd love it. If this scenario is exactly, if it pans out exactly the way, let's say we just said,
Yep.
England would feel it's right up the alley for them.
Yes.
They won't feel, they're forcing a result or anything. It's just the template that they've played or stuck to for a while now, and they'd really relish the situation, I can tell you.
But it's not looking good for even tomorrow, because Manchester, once the rain settles in, it doesn't go away that quickly. And trust me, I mean, we all know that 2-day semi-final. When one day was washed out, the rain was persistent. And here, when it became persistent and heavy,
Remember, it gets cold over there as well.
Yeah, it does.
It is.
It is one of the colder places over there.
North
in the
England.
UK. Yes.
When it's July, August, it's the bleakest place to be in, because
That is, Manchester is a difficult place. Not everyone can adjust to Manchester weather, the rain over there.
Yep.
It does get very chilly at times as well.
oh God, do not tell me. I watched a test match in August, England, New Zealand. The wind is a killer. And if it's cloudy, windy, and if there's a drizzle, it's the most irritating place to be in, because that drizzle is so persistent.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away. And this was heavy rain, by the way.
I, in fact, remember when I went for the United Villa game back in 2019. The second half, I remember I was in the stands. I was literally shivering the whole time, and to the extent that I had to come out. And by the time I reached back, it was -1 is what I had come to realize. The temperature had hit -1, and I had to get myself a couple of hot chocolates as well, because there's no other way you really need those warm fluids over there to be able to cope up with the weather.
But apart from the rain, I mean, this kind of knock is a redemption for Manas Labuschagne.
Yeah, because he's always been that one who performs very well at home, but in away tours can be found wanting.
Very much. And remember, had he failed, then serious questions would have been asked about Manas Labuschagne's credentials. Because look, he made a mark, ironically, in England when he had 4 50s in 5 innings in that 2019
He came out as a concussion sub, I remember.
for his
Yes,
master.
for his best friend.
Yep. And today, the way, the assurance that he was playing, I mean, credit to Manas Labuschagne. And again, Mitch Marsh showing a different side of his batting.
Oh, yeah.
And he's been a revelation. I think Australia somehow managed to stay alive in the last 2 tests is primarily because of Mitchell Marsh.
Exactly, because Green's form nosedived. He missed one match. And, I think Marsh really stepped up to fill that void lower down the order.
And just imagine, I mean, looking at the weather and looking at the team composition, Australia managed to somehow hang in.
India have a breakthrough.
Okay, and it
Just
had
digressing.
to be Ashwin Anna to get it, Brathwaite out. And talking about Old Trafford, I mean, if Australia managed to hang on, then the ploy to play such a deep batting
Will work.
will be a masterstroke.
Absolutely. The batting till number 8.
Number 10, if I may add.
Eight
Patty
is
as
proper
well.
batsman.
Yeah.
If
By
you're
the way,
counting Pat
given-
at 9 and Stark at 10.
Stark, and by the way, these days, Stark, by the way, interestingly, I don't know if this changes now. I think this knock sort of changes things, but I think Stark has a better average. I think it definitely does. He has a better average than David Warner in England. I think at the moment,
of course.
at the moment he's averaging about 27.
Warner's
Stark.
average is 22.
25.
25, yeah.
25.
So I mean.
So yeah, these days, of course, they're actually batting.
If you lose more than 2 sessions, and if Australia manage to nullify the lead and take it past 70 or 80, then there's no way back for England.
Yeah.
Because too much time would have been lost. And today already you hardly saw 2 hours of action today.
Yeah,
That's
barely.
about it. And you lost 6 hours. And tomorrow the weather is even more woeful as compared to today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, England tried, they put their best foot, and remember, Cummins also deserves a bit of, you may say, some relief, because in this test match and at Leeds, he has been absolutely panned. The media, the Australian media have been simply at Pat Cummins. And you could see it. I mean, if Cummins winning the World Test Championship final was the ultimate high, day 2, 4th test of the Ashes represented his ultimate low.
Yeah.
Nothing was working for Pat Cummins that day. So that's why now it is going to be a really, really big situation now. So, yep, day 5, the weather is not that good, and that's why now we are seeing some breaking news, which will be soon up.
Don't acknowledge
So
it.
that's it. Let's hope that the rain stays away on day 5. So let's see what happens. From me, Harshit and Shane here. It's bye bye. More news coming your way.